Hey, how y'all doing out there? Back at you again with another video. Today I'd like to do a video about the Google Pixel 2 XL or the Nexus 6P in 2020. Now, of course, the Pixel 2 XL was released in 2018 and the Nexus 6P was released in 2015. So there is definitely a gap as far as, the years between the two devices. Now, we're going to make this really quick. There's nothing to drag out. But just the first thing I want to look at is the build quality. Now, which one of these has the best build quality? Well, I'm going to say this. Build quality on both is excellent. So I'm going to say it's even when it comes to build quality. You have Gorilla Glass on the Pixel 2 XL, and you have aluminum on the Google on the Google Nexus 6P, or I'll just say Nexus 6P. So both of them have great build quality. You can't go wrong with either when it comes to build quality. Now, the next thing is design. Which one looks better as far as the design? Now, I'm going to pick these up again. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. For me, I like the design of the Nexus 6P more than the Google Pixel 2 XL. Now, this is not a bad design, but it's just, I don't know, it's just blah. This is so unique. Like, the look of this is so unique with that visor for a camera and this aluminum back and the Nexus there and the fingerprint sensor, like it looks like metal. I just like the design of this phone. And, it's built very well. Now, the only thing that I say is better as far as the design is that, the bezels on this thing are just humongous. And not that these are, are teeny by any means, but they're kind of big too. But they're nowhere near as big as the ones on this phone. I mean, these bezels are just humongous. They just really are, no doubt about it. So, but for design, I would pick the Nexus 6P when it comes to design, just for me. I'm gonna turn both of these on. All right. Next thing, the display. Now, both are running a quad HD display, and they're both absolutely gorgeous. I'm not lying. I mean, for this phone to be 5 years old, it has a brilliant, beautiful display, no doubt about it. Of course, you got a quad HD display on this one, on the Pixel 2 XL. So when it comes basically to display, I'm going to say even, but I will say one thing, that the Pixel 2 XL gets a little bit brighter than the 6P. But just far as overall quality, they're even. They're both beautiful, both vibrant, both sharp. Beautiful displays on both. So you're going to get a great display experience on both devices. All right, next thing. Battery life. Now, I did say this earlier when I did a video on just the 6P by itself, that the battery life was not good. Now, there may be somebody out there that might get better battery life than I do, but I'm just saying, as far as this model is concerned, the battery life on this device that I have is very poor. You'll struggle to get through a full day. I mean, the battery drains really fast, especially when you're using the device. Now, if you don't use the device barely, then yeah, it'll get you through a day. But if you really want to use it like a normal person, you're not going to get through a full day. At least I haven't been able to with this, with this battery. Now, with the Google Pixel 2 XL, I can get easily a day and a half to 2 days with medium to heavy usage. You're not getting that with this. You're going to get, if you're using it heavy, you may get a couple hours, honestly. I just said in a video I just did where I was using the phone, I used the phone less than an hour. And in less than an hour, literally, it was like 48% battery left. That's ridiculous. Okay, now, however, I do use max brightness, but still, it shouldn't kill the battery that quick. There's no way. Okay, no way. So battery life champ is definitely the Google Pixel 2 XL. Next thing, the features. Now really this is no contest. With the Google Pixel 2 XL, you're getting an always-on display. You're getting the squeezeology for the Google Assistant. You're getting call screening. You're getting voice transcribe. You're getting on-screen gestures. You're getting an IP68 water and dust resistance. So you're getting a lot. All the things that you're getting on this, you're not getting on this. You're just not. This basically is when they say bone stock Android, that's bone stock Android with no features. Also, there's a feature on here, I don't know what it's called, that if your phone detects music playing, it'll tell you who the artist is at the bottom of the screen when the screen is off. I mean, that's really cool. I like that. I just don't know what you call it, but this don't have that. So you could probably download voice transcribe from the Google Play Store for this, but all those other features I just mentioned, you're not getting none of those on the Nexus 6P. You're just not. Okay. Next thing, the cameras. No competition whatsoever. The Google Pixel 2 XL is destroying the Nexus 6P when it comes to the camera. There's no competition. I don't have to show you no pictures. The Google Pixel 2 XL takes unbelievable pictures and video. Just absolutely stunning. Now, however, no ultra wide lens, but still, just point and shoot, there's no contest. Okay. The Google Pixel 2 XL is absolutely annihilating the Nexus 6P when it comes to cameras and camera quality and video quality. No contest at all. Next thing, software. Now, this is also another slam dunk for the Google Pixel 2 XL, running Android 10. This is running Android 8. Okay? And this is not getting any more updates, no more security updates either. So this is going to get at least one more update to Android 11. So this is pretty much dead when it comes to updates unless you root it. Now, if you want to root it and get those other updates, you could probably do that, find a ROM for that if you're into rooting devices. Now, I don't root devices. I never have. I'm probably going to try to root this one if I can, just to see if I can do it and see how it runs. Maybe it'll run a little better. I don't know. And I'll get all those other functions. I don't know. I'm going to try. But just straight up, Android 10, Android 8. With this one, no more security patches, no more software updates. This one, you're going to continue to get security patches, and you're going to continue to get Android updates. So no contest when it comes to the software. And also, this phone is going to run a lot faster and a lot smoother than this one. This one, I said in the previous video, lag city. It just lags really bad. And I guess, it makes sense because it's a much older device, with a much older processor and GPU. So, and it only has 3 gigs of RAM. So you can't expect so much from a 5-year-old device. But the only way I would say even buy this, or if you have it to keep it, is for nostalgia reasons only. But every day, I just can't recommend it because it's just too old. And unless you root it, you're not going to get any more updates, no security updates, and it's going to lag out on you. And the battery life is terrible, and the camera's not that good. But if you want a great device, bone stock Android, even though this one has a lot more features now, you're still getting a way better device, and you're going to pay less than $200 for it. This phone is absolutely great. It really is. Now, of course, it's missing some things from my flagship list, but just for what it is and what they give you, it works absolutely great. It's phenomenal. I love the Google Pixel 2 XL. I love this device, especially that display, the battery life, the speakers, and the cameras. And I'm sorry, I did forget to mention the speakers. Both have dual front-facing speakers, but the speaker quality and the speaker loudness is better on the 2 XL. Now, the 6P still does have adequate speakers. They still sound really, pretty good, to be that old. But they just don't sound as good as the Google Pixel 2 XL. They just don't. But both are front firing. Okay? And as you can see, the bezels on this are nowhere near as big as the bezels on this, which I showed you earlier. So basically, that was just my quick comparison between the Google Pixel 2 XL and the Nexus 6P. This was Google's last. This was the last Nexus phone that was made, and this is not the first Google Pixel. This was the second Pixel that was made. I didn't get the first one because it looked like an iPhone, and I don't like iPhones. I don't even like the design of iPhones. So I waited and got the Pixel 2 XL. I like the look of that a lot better because the bezels on that first Google Pixel was just ridiculously huge, and there was no and there for some weird reason was no front firing speakers. It was the speakers were at the bottom, and you just had that big giant bezel, no fingerprint sensor on the front. It just was an ugly phone, and I just wasn't going to buy that. It's too ugly. But I do love the Google Pixel 2 XL, and I also have the Google 3A XL. I love that even more. So maybe I'll do a comparison between the Google Pixel 2 XL and the Google 3A XL. Okay, that might be coming soon. But once again, you're going to keep this phone here, the Nexus 6P, keep it for nostalgia reasons. But if you want to root it and it's running like a champ, and you don't care about having security updates, then I'll say keep it and use it. But I can't because it lags out too much, and security does matter, especially with people being able to hack stuff. You don't want nobody hacking your device if you have sensitive information on it. Alright, so once again, thank you for taking the time to view this content. I do appreciate you. Thanks to all my subscribers out there. This channel is not possible without you, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.